Galang. I'm Professor Spencer Gee. I'm here in Oakland, California, 10:03 a.m. here at Kawasi Simon's Dojo. I'm here with Franz. He's filming me, and we're looking to get a few more people to come out and hang out and train. This is from the pananandata system. I brought here a yantok. Yantok means rattan. This is actually a used polo mallet. I like the handle because it's square at the bottom, so it has, like Kawasi was saying, has a nice indexing on the hand. It's a little square, so it stays in the hand. So if you're playing polo, you want to make sure that that handle stays in your hand. There's a nice lanyard at the end also. And I have this bolo because we're looking to do asymmetric weapons training. I brought a collection of different weapons today so you guys can check out and see what we use in the system. I'm looking to come back out here on the West Coast a number of times, so this is just the start of many. So come over and check out and see what I brought. This is a balo. It's a laundry paddle. It's made from a special wood, a nahaw, Filipino hardwood. I encourage all practitioners of Filipino martial arts to consider using a flat square stick because it helps you understand where the edges are. When you have a flat edge, it helps you understand where the strike would be, so that helps you understand the proper angle and trajectory of your strikes. We'll be going over footwork positions. I like a toe out, toe forward, slightly offline position. In Dayo Nang Kakawan, that's moving the foot like a cat stance, a crane stance, and a scissor stance. Shifting back, lifting the legs when you go to advance. This kind of positioning. And from time to time, you'll may see some positions that are influenced from my capoeira training, as trained from Mestre Bon Jesus and currently Mestre Carioca and Mestre Ari. I have 3 capoeira instructors, and that's helped me move on my body movement. We have the Dakin. A lot of people are used to seeing this for Wing Chun training where they're having these kind of hand positions. But for the Dakin here, I like to do strikes, whether you're slapping with it or whether you're doing strikes and thrusts or using the edge. Using this rotation will help you understand how to use your body positioning also. The Dakin. It was used a long time ago to put your pot on with your food. So the pot, like if you had some soup in there, the pot wouldn't roll over and you'd lose all your food. It's basically a pot holder. This is the hawakan, a Filipino, like a Filipino tonfa. So what's different is that you have the length here. I like to use different kind of handles, different kind of grips. So when you see it, I use the Dakin to help make my grip changes. That's the hawakan. And it was used to put inside the grindstone to help grind the rice into flour, the hawakan. Hawakan means handle. I like to use the lambad also. This is the class of open-faced weapons because a lot of people are just used to seeing something straight, square. This is lambad, it's an open-faced weapon. Yes, you can put the head inside here and pull down. That's the lambad, the fishnet. And if your fishnet happened to break, I have the wishbone here. This is good for doing entry strikes, like you would see in Arimi kind of strikes with the forearm. Also good for helping to do the weapon grip change. This can change here. Back and forth, and both forward and reverse grips. You go to practice all these weapons and find that they're not really legal on the street. This is the main legal one, and that's the tongkod, the walking stick. Right to the groin or with two hands. You can use the long end, you can use the hook end. These compositions will give you some different options. I brought some trainer bali song. It's important to help work your dexterity, whether you're using your left hand or you're working your dominant hand. Not all the hands have to do the same opening, so I'm doing different openings on different hands. Now, one of the reasons why I came here is to work with Kawasi, and he wanted to see me bring these latiko, Filipino whip. You're not going to see this around too much. My teacher, Grandmaster Amante P. Marinas, he introduced this to the system. This is what I added on for my wushu training. These silk ribbons give you an idea of where the emphasis is on your strike and on the recoil. When you do your payam, your haklis, your number one jab, your number one sweep, working your footwork, your pai klot, your batu call, your pamai pai. And then you add two. So using these ribbons just helps you understand where the retraction is, whether you're going linear, going circle over, circle under, doing doubles. These are the shorter latiko over here. Come take a look. These are over 40 years old. I'd like to come back again and show you the long whips. They started cutting back on how far they would make the handle. You see this weaving here? They started cutting it short in half. And then gradually, they hardly even made it even go down the handle. These are more recent whips. Now it even barely goes down the top. So if you see a latiko with the lacing going all the way down the handle, you know that that's an original, like from the 80s. This is halfway down. These are more recent, like 2000. So you might not have as loud a crack as you hear from a bullwhip, but you'll still get a pop. And in sparring sessions, I've had the opportunity to see that when it hits the skin pops. So when you're making a sound like this, it's reaching it's creating a sonic boom. So that's a small whip, making that kind of a pop, but still causing an injury on the skin. And if you get hit in the eye, you might not be using that eye anymore. Thankfully, we have some eye protection and some head protection and some ample hand protection. Looking forward to seeing you in the rest of the workshop.